Animal rescue centers have to turn dogs and cats away as cost of living crisis forces people to give up pets. Overstretched rescue centers are having to turn dogs and cats away and put them on waiting lists as the cost of living crisis forces growing numbers of households to give up their pets. While inflation has soared to a 40-year high of 9.1%, the cost of some animal essentials has climbed at an even steeper rate, notably dog food, which has risen in price by more than 16.75% over a year. The RSPCA said many of its 14 centres in England and Wales are full or close to capacity as swathes of pet owners are forced to offload their animals in the face of mounting domestic bills. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. It took in 49% more rabbits, 14% more cats and 3% more dogs in the first 5 months of 2022 compared to the same period in 2021, according to figures released in its Animal Kindness Index report. Andrew Gillen, Director of Operations at the National Animal Welfare Trust, NOT, which operates 5 rehoming centres in the south of England, told for the first time, almost all of our centres actually have waiting lists for animals coming into us. Financial reasons are always central to why people have to relinquish their pets, so with the added pressures of the cost of living crisis we are seeing, and will continue to see, people unable to look after their animals. Most people are absolutely heartbroken when they have to give up their pet. We will never judge and always support people who try to do the best for the animal. It's a horrible situation. NOT offers alternatives if it is unable to accommodate an animal, such as its Home Direct scheme, which assists in rehoming pets straight from one household to another. The RSPCA has a network of private boarding spaces where animals it is unable to house immediately can be sent, however this incurs additional cost to the charity. It took in 49% more rabbits, Emma Slawinski, Director of Advocacy and Policy at the charity, said, "We are on the brink of an animal welfare crisis due to the rise in pet ownership during the pandemic, coupled with the cost of living pressures biting, especially those on lower incomes. It's absolutely heartbreaking. We're starting to see the knock-on effects of this as we, and other charities, predicted. Tragically, we're starting to see an increase in the abandonment of pets and growing numbers of cats and rabbits being rescued and coming into our care." Owen Sharp, CEO of Dogs Trust, told the charity has already taken 13,000 calls from owners who need to give up their dogs in 2022, a 58% increase on last year. "We're rehoming and fostering dogs as quickly as we can, but as soon as we free up a kennel space, there's a dog to fill it again," he added. More on cost of living. While national organizations are able to make use of vacancies across their network, smaller charities have no choice but to add pets to a lengthy queue. Woodgreen Pets Charity, which can accommodate 72 dogs, 123 cats, and more than 200 small animals at its base in Godmanchester, Cambridgeshire, is already full. Vanessa Cunningham, its Director of Care and Veterinary Services, told "Unfortunately, we don't have unlimited space and there are only so many pets we can keep at our centre, whilst maintaining high welfare standards. At the moment, there's a waiting list for pets coming in. The growing pressure on rescue centres is exacerbated by the falling rate of rehoming over recent years." The RSPCA rehomed an average of 753 animals per week in 2019, dropping to 565 in 2020 to 518 in 2021. Should this pattern continue, even fewer spaces will be freed up this year, meaning animals remain in care for longer. Families across Britain are grappling with high fuel bills, record petrol prices and rocketing food costs as inflation hit a level last seen in 1982. According to the PDSA, an animal charity, it costs $50 to $70 a month to own a dog, while Battersea Dogs and Cats Home says cats cost an average of $1,000 a year. Despite the costs, more Britons than ever are pet owners. March data from the Pet Food Manufacturers Association, PFMA, suggests that more than 3.2 million people in the UK had acquired an animal since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020, and 17 million UK households were responsible for a total of 34 million pets.